Hello, my divine kings and queens. I am back to do another video. A lot has been happening. When God gives you a purpose, see, you didn't even realize how blessed and favored you were all your life. Because as I've mentioned before, for a lot of you, when you have a special purpose and God has a plan for your life, you don't even understand how you are a small piece of what's part of a bigger gameplay that's being played out. And see, the thing is, the end result is not only getting you to where you need to be, but also getting other people to where they need to be as well, who have gone through what? The very same things that you have gone through. Zero to hero. Coming into this world, you're already being met with evils that can sense you out and that can see and know what it is that you're capable of. And see, when they're able to see that, they try to do everything that they can to stop and prevent that from happening and prevent you from achieving what it is that they saw you achieving, or stepping into what it is that they saw you stepping into. Right when you're about to reach that end goal is when you're being faced with so much evil, so much adversity, so many attacks that's coming your way, obstacles, upheavals. It's sent your way with the intent to destroy you, to delay you, to break you, so that you will lose focus, so that you would lose sight. I got to let you know something. It was God. Every time you felt like you were getting weak, every time you felt like you wanted to give up, you know what God would do? Breathe life back into you. See, that's what was happening. A lot of y'all, when y'all think back on what you was going through, right? You think about how hard it was. You think about how you didn't have no help. And then on top of that, add on to that, not being in the best mental state, not being your best spiritually, physically, but still yet having to get up and find a way where there was no way. Still yet getting up and having to believe that something positive is going to come out of this if I just keep working hard, if I just keep believing. God was breathing life into you. That's how you was able to get through. That's why you kept getting up. That's why you kept walking. That's why you kept stepping. It was God pulling strings and fighting on your behalf. I keep trying to tell you, the evils and the principalities of which we fight in this world, it's beyond what the physical eye can see. This is deeper than you know. It will break you to know who was the ringleader behind all of this. But the God that you serve was breathing life back into you. That's what they didn't understand. That's what they didn't understand. God was bigger than those missed payments. God was bigger than those foreclosures. God was bigger than your car being repoed. God was bigger than that homelessness. God was bigger than those financial crises and upheavals that you was going through. God was bigger than those career losses. God was bigger than those missed opportunities. God was bigger than those betrayals. God was bigger than that pain. God was bigger. God was bigger than that treachery. God was bigger than that evil that you went up against. I'm trying to tell you something. Evil will never prevail over what's good. The reason why I say you're a hero in your own right is because for a lot of you, those struggles that you went through, man, a whole lot of people can say a lot about you. They can call you a liar. They can call you a whoremonger. They can say that you're false. You're preaching false doctrine. They can say that you don't know what you're talking about, that you're undeserving of what's coming your way. They can say a lot about you. They can go ahead, dig up your past, get testimonies from other people who once knew you. But one thing that they cannot take away from you, one thing that they cannot hide or manipulate, is those struggles that you went through and the success that you're stepping into. I'm going to say it again. You can't fake them struggles that you went through. Them time people saw you getting up every day with holes the same shoes, wore them same shoes till they got holy. You can't fake them struggles. You can't fake looking the way that you was looking when things wasn't on the up and up for you. You can't fake that anguish, that mental anguish. You can't fake that frustration that was every day being visible to everyone who paid attention every time you stepped out your house. You frustrated that things ain't going your way. You're frustrated that you behind on your bills. You frustrated that the very same people that you gave your last to left you out to dry, left you out to die. That no one lent out a hand to you. No one tried to help you, but you broke your back and broke your bank trying to help these very same people. You can't fake that. I'm sorry. Everyone's seen it. That's something that you didn't have to lie about. You understand what I'm saying? You can't fake them struggles, just like you can't fake the success that you're stepping into and all the success that is going to come as you keep what? Staying on this path. And as you keep what? Fighting. As you keep what? Every time God breathe life back into you, you get back up. Every time he tell you get up, I got the next thing waiting for you, you get up and you step into it. When he tell you to move, you move. When he tell you to go, you go. When he tell you to speak, you speak. When he tell you to fight, you fight. God built you up. He trained you so that you will be prepared for this. Example, I'm taking from Hercules, right? When we look at that movie, Hades, if it's one of the scenes, Hades went to these witches, right? That I think each had to share an eye. And these witches went and told Hades that if you were, the whole reason why Hades kept going up against Hercules, right, was because he was able to see into his destiny, see what was going to happen for his life. And it's through these witches that they told him he's going to rise up to be this miraculous, leader, and he's going to go off and be a leader of leader of nations, whatever it is that he said. Don't quote me verbatim. And so Hades was trying to figure out, well, how can I stop this? It was like, well, if you're able to go ahead and do this, this, and that, and you can stop before this happens, then you might just have a chance. Like I said, you're not going to believe who was the ringleader, but a lot of these people were dabbling into things that you would have never thought that they were into. In the future, they had it out because of your destiny, had it out because of your purpose, because of your light. And these people, like I said, did everything that they could to try to go up against you. Like I said, for every fight, every battle that Hercules had to, every opponent that Hercules had, it was by way of Hades sending these people or sending these creatures his way to try to kill him or take him out. And every time Hercules was able to overcome. Like when he tried to go ahead and send a love interest his way. That love interest ended up taking a liking to Hercules. Meg ended up taking a liking to Hercules and ended up switching sides to tell him the truth about what was going on. People had to see the rise and the fall of a good person. And the reason why I say the rise and the fall is because even when Hercules gained all that fame, there were still things that he was oblivious about how serious. He didn't know behind the scenes how Hades was constantly going up against him and would not give up. I mean, every day he lived to get up and try to figure out how he can do, because he knew he had a certain time frame to do this. If you can go throughout this world and think that you are not battling greater evils in this world of which you cannot see, then you are more misguided and lost than you want to know. People are doing crazy things. They have done crazy things to try to stop you. Hence why you had to fight so hard. Why things did not come easy. Why things were just not normal. Situations that you was in, people that you encountered, the things that they said, the situations that they placed you in, the circumstances that you was faced with. Because people saw your destiny and they was trying to do everything that they could to stop it and prevent it from happening. Whether constantly make it hard for you so you give up, hoping that you would give up before they do, but you had a unshakable, unimaginable, unwavering force that was behind you, that was driving and giving you the strength that you need every time people thought it was taken away from you and stripping it from you. Even when I say the rise and the fall, there came a time where He wanted to give up, where he was so disappointed. And he just said, you know, whatever happens is going to happen anyway. What's the use in fighting? But see, they saw the rise and the fall, and then they saw you rise back up again. 0 to hero. Because the way that God orchestrated this, the way that he orchestrated and laid it out, how he kept breathing life back into you, how he kept turning a negative into a positive for you, he kept with every move, with every step, guiding you in what you needed to do, telling you how you needed to move. Every time that they thought that you was going to give up, you came back bigger and better, looking better, having more. You were frustrating these people. A lost soul is going to be a lost soul. You stood to achieve greatness in your life. It's so sad how people just didn't want it to be you. But the way that God set it up is ensuring that you were going to be and step into this greatness anyway, and that everyone was going to know. Because right when he tells you, listen, before you make this last move, you have to go here, there's going to be something that he sets up to where everyone is going to know what truly happened. Because there are going to be stories that's out there, different versions of who you are, what you've done. God is going to set the record straight once and for all. And he's going to show you that it can still get done without you doing what? Having to state your case and open up and tell these people everything. All he needed you to do was remain focused. And every time he kept breathing life back into you, you kept getting up. It was for you to take that strength and push forward and step into what he has for you. Step forward and keep fighting. Step forward and keep rising to the challenge. Don't back down. Don't give up. Don't run away. Don't go and hide. Everyone is going to know what your story is, because a whole lot of people know your name, but they don't know your story. They don't know your backstory. They don't know what you've been through. Like I said, them struggles you couldn't fake. They could clearly see. They could clearly see, but they didn't know everything. They didn't know everything. They didn't know it was nasty people who were close to you, blood related to you, that were pulling strings, trying to make sure that you didn't find yourself, trying to make sure that you would never rise up, if things wouldn't work well for you. When I tell you that he was your only friend, I can't make that up either. Because when you look at it, did you really have anybody else really fighting on your behalf and going hard for you like he did? When I tell you the Washington Herald, the LA Times, Miami Herald, every news station, every radio podcast across the world is about to know what you truly went through and who you are. Vindication. Vindication for your name, for your reputation, for your character, because you didn't deserve that. You were chosen. You didn't say, if you had the choice, you know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't even felt like this was something that you could take on. You were chosen for this. Yet, you were met with so much adversity, faced with so much evil because of it. But that's why I say God was with you every step of the way, because he knew. Find yourself on the right side, and everything that it is that you've ever wanted to achieve in your life, you'll achieve. It won't come easy, but you will achieve it. These people had to get left in your past. They could not come where God was going to take you, because a lot of them didn't want you to get there anyway. So why would you have and take some hidden enemies and secret haters along this path and journey with you, when all they're going to try to do is, if you, like I said, you've heard that, be careful who you allow on your boat, on your ship, because everybody that's not going to be happy because you the captain. Everybody not going to be happy because you the owner. What they try to do, try to sabotage any little thing, poke holes, try to figure out anything to mess up an engine. This is why you got to have the right people rolling with you. 0 to hero. You went through the struggle, and God is going to ensure that you step and achieve massive success in your life, on top of success, because of how much evil was sent your way. These people would not stop. Hades did not stop, because he's seen what? He's seen Hercules' destiny. He said, hold on. He's going to go off to be this. And what about me? I want to be this. I want to be that. It can't be them. Because it was a flip. It was, if you take this person out, then you will be. People knew what you were going to step into. Didn't I tell you before, some of these people started at a young age? Now, at a young age, I mean, yeah, you may have some bullies, you may have this, but who's sitting up here trying to play with things to try to stop you from stepping into greatness or fulfilling your purpose? That would have been no other than those family members that was around you. Because you were, for some of you were too young to even understand what is a destiny, what is chosen, what is that? Can't be me. But some of these people, they were way older than you. It something about you triggered them to go look further and deeper into your life, because they already, like I said, was dabbling into this stuff. And when they found out what they found out, it made them even more upset. Some of y'all didn't even know why some of these people kept taking jabs at you, kept allowing other people to take jabs at you. Why so many grouped up and wanted to group together to watch you struggle, but nobody wanted to be happy when you became successful. You kept getting up. You came back stronger. You came back smarter. It was like situations, I think one scene when Hercules fought that three-headed snake, and it was the heads kept growing back. I'm telling you, y'all was faced with some true evil that should have taken you out. It should have taken you out, or it should have discouraged you, broke you down to the point of no return. When I keep telling you that God was bigger than these people, when I keep telling you that God is bigger than these situations, God is bigger than that. He was bigger than those debts. He was bigger than those failures. He was bigger than that evil. He was bigger than these setbacks and these delays. And every time he kept saying, get up, every time he kept saying, move, and he kept telling you, this is what's waiting for you. This is what I have for you. You have to start thinking from a different perspective. Switch it up. Not why so many people are going up against me, why they can't support me, why they can't be happy for me, but why you so pressed? And when you figured it out, when you figured it out, it was like, okay, come on. Bring it. And you wasn't going to forfeit your blessings. You wasn't going to forfeit those blessings. You wasn't going to forfeit your destiny. You had every intention to fulfill and step into your purpose and stay on this path. And it's not even about just recognizing or seeing what it is or why these people kept going up against you, but it's just the mere fact of, y'all so evil that you want to stop me so bad from achieving this, that you would do things to put my health on the line. Because if a person look at you and they don't mind doing things and sending things your way to take your life, they don't mind doing things to keep you in confusion, to keep you in chaos, that means they don't care for you at all. And the sad truth, they don't even care that you know that they don't care. They don't want you to be on that path. They don't care about what you know. If it hurt you, these people, they treated you inhuman, because that's what they are. On the inside, they dead. It's nothing there. But like I say, no matter the attacks, no matter the delays, no matter the setbacks, no matter your opponents, no matter your adversaries, your naysayers, your doubters, no matter who went up against you, how they went up against you, or what they sent to go up against you, you still overcame. Because you kept fighting, you kept showing up. See, whenever Hercules had these big fights or whatever, everybody would come see, everybody would know. Everybody have to come out and see. Hades was somewhere, hidden somewhere, but it was still watching. And was upset every time Hercules won that fight or that battle. For a lot of you, you kept trying to figure out, well, why so many people had to see my demise? Why so many people had to see, my fall from grace? I wouldn't mind if I could have went through these struggles in silence. When the successes came in, he told me God told you move in silence. So I wouldn't mind, taking going through the struggles in silence. But see, what you understand, the struggles had to be public. The struggles had to be public for a reason. And the reason is, and letting the enemy think that they've won, it gives you more time to hone your skills, to learn more. And at the end of the day, as God was giving you this and telling you this and guiding you this way and showing you what you need to do behind the scenes, right? He was telling you, be quiet. Just move, talk. You're function, move. But don't let everybody know what it is that you're learning. Don't let everybody know what it is that I'm crafting and I'm building for you, right? Because see, they're not going to stop. But if they think that they're winning, they'll back off a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? But see, that's the thing about what I say, coming through with the element of surprise and letting the enemy think that they've defeated you. It gave you time. It gave you that time to build yourself. It gave you time to come back stronger. And when it was time for you to be revealed, like I said, for God to let everyone know what your backstory is, who you are, what you went through. It was like these people can refer back and say, you know what? Wow, this person is really an inspiration, because them struggles was public. They can't fake that. They ain't lying about that. They ain't trying to say that to get no clout. Like, I seen them looking bad. I heard that they was being done bad. I know that they wasn't in no good position. I know that who was supposed to be for them really wasn't for them. I know that physically they may have been alone, but spiritually, clearly, everyone is recognizing that you wasn't. Like I say, what certify and bona fide you out here in these streets is people realizing that you didn't have to lie about anything that it is that you went through. You didn't have to fake or switch up and be anybody but yourself to get to this point of where you are in life. There's a message that needs to be sent out in that about what it means to speak your truth, to stand in your truth, to be truthful, to be honorable, to move with integrity. You're a good person. The message is, good people still exist in this world. And no, they don't finish last, not in God's book. 0 to hero. G-O-D. I'm so thankful, grateful that you're my friend. Just to know that I'ma keep it real on my end. To the end, yeah, I'ma keep it real. 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 Whatever you need me to say, I'ma say it. Whatever you need me to do, I'ma do. Wherever you need me to go, I'ma go. Because you realize I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for the powers that be. If you wasn't on my side, teaching me, guiding me, loving me back to health. Loving me back to health. Telling me that I was every bit of worthy. Telling me that I was every bit of beautiful, to be placed out on Front Street, to be plastered on everybody's TV screen, front page of the newspaper. If it wasn't for you telling me how handsome I was, how smart and intelligent I was, and having the capability and the ability to step into everything that it is that you have for me, not only being able to sustain but maintain. If it wasn't for you being my friend, that I've seen, from everything that I've felt, for everything, every situation, every person I had to battle. That ain't easy, going through that type of embarrassment. Going from being a black sheep to being blessed. Going from having nothing. Not even being able to make enough to scratch the surface of the amount of debt that y'all was in. Not knowing, y'all was sinking. But you just kept getting up. You like, I don't know, I can't die. I got to get up. Something going to happen. Something going to pop. Something going to let off for me. And that something was those miracles and blessings that God had for you. This is why he told you. Why would you forfeit it for people who didn't want you to step into it anyway? The whole reason why they're going up against you is so that you don't step into it. They had to break you because of what they saw in you that wasn't in them. He wasn't going to sit up here and let these people strip you and rip you apart and throw you away for everyone to see. He picked up every piece. He picked up every piece. He picked up every piece. A whole lot of get out of jail free cards. Picked up what he had to do, went where he had to go to get you, to put you back together, and to tell you the whole reason why I did it was the whole reason why these people went up against you in the first place. Because I got something for you. You got to understand why we got to keep fighting. You got to understand why I can't let you give up right now. I understand. I need you to understand I'm bigger than those struggles that you're going through. I need you to understand that I'm bigger than them setbacks. I'm bigger than the missed opportunities. I'm bigger. Because I'm telling you right now, he was the only one that was on your side. This is every bit of spiritual. But God ain't in the business of sitting up here trying to make the wishes of evil people come true. It's something about you being able to make it out. Making it out where you came, making it out from those situations, making it out of that hometown. Even if the people there don't receive you, even if they didn't believe you, they got to still yet see you rise, 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 and be recognized as a hero, as an inspiration. And yes, you are. Yes, you are. You making it out, you set that standard that you don't have to stay a lost soul. You don't have to stay and continuously live in sin. Even if you make mistakes, the next day you can change. And there's no one keeping you from fulfilling your purposes and being on this journey and fulfilling your destiny. The only person that can stop you is you. 0 to a hero. And all God wants you to do in the end, baby, is once he sit up here and let everybody know what your backstory is, just go ahead and be able to testify who got you there. Be able to testify who got you through. Be able to testify who helped you overcome. Be able to testify who's been your rider, who's been your fighter, who's been your redeemer, who's been in your corner, who's been your friend. That's all what he wants you to do. That's all he was ever expecting from you. G-O-D. I'm so thankful, grateful that you're my friend. Just to know that I'ma keep it real on my end. To the end, yeah, I'ma keep it real. To the end, yeah, I'ma keep it real. Yeah. Go ahead and let people know who got you through, man. Go ahead and let them know who got you through. Go ahead and let them know who got you through. Until next time, I want y'all to stay prayed up and be blessed and understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, and life example, you already know you got it in me. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. Continue to reach one, teach one. Tell a friend to tell a friend to join the JC gang. And until next time, always keep your head up high. Never let nobody see you sweat. And stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.